Hi Flosstubers, it's Katie the Stash Queen with some special guests today. This is my lovely daughter Teresa, and you all have met my son David. Say hi guys.
Hi.
Oh, are you guys going to be shy now? Both of them wanted to be able to say hello and that they were in my video since David kind of bombed it last time, didn't you? Did you video bomb me last time? I think you did. And Teresa wanted to come say hi. Okay, put your finger down. Your finger's really big on the video.
Take it up.
It's okay. It'll go away. There was a notice on my phone and David wanted to make it go away. All right. So guys, say bye.
Bye.
And they're going to go out of the room so I can do my video. Hey, no bunny ears. Close the door, please.
Yes, Mom.
Hi. Sometimes you have to appease the children in order to get a little bit of peace and quiet. So hi everyone. Welcome to my Wednesday midweek Whine and Whips update. I hope everyone's having a good stitchy week so far. My week's been okay. Yesterday my back was thrown out and I couldn't really do much but sit and stitch, which you know is not a bad thing to do in a day if you're crippled for the day, but it did mean that I had to run around and do all of the errands I planned to do yesterday, this morning, and do the chores. A little bit of a crazy day, so I'm a little bit later than usual on getting this video taken care of, and I look like a crazy mess, but you know, you're not here to see how good I look or may not look in a day. You're here to see cross stitch. So I'm going to give that to you. Before we get, I've got two-ish, three-ish things to talk about today. I have a little bit of haul that came in. I have my Whine and Whips project that I've been working on for this past week, the Skaters Village tree skirt, to show you guys where I got to after working for 7 hours on it this week. Again, another really successful week. I was really happy. And then I will show you my fourth and final piece for Whine and Whips, which is also a piece I had been working on this past week for the Disney Dreams stitch along, which is the Little Mermaid. So I'll show you where I got to this week, working half an hour a day on it since last Wednesday. And then starting today, I'm going to only focus on that piece and work on it 1 hour a day for the stitch along pieces, which I'm glad for. I was able to do an hour for Whine and Whips and 30 minutes for the Disney Dreams stitch along every day, plus do all of my daily stitching. But my daily stitching definitely suffered. I got tired by the time I got to daily stitching a lot more quickly than I do, but I think it's usually because it was my third project of the day, and that's a lot of projects. So I'm kind of glad to be going back to working on only 2 projects in a day. So first is just a little bit of stash I got in the mail. It's just a few things from Stony Creek that I had ordered. I had seen before, sorry, I got a hair in my mouth. I'd seen before on blogs, on Facebook, on Flosstube, people mentioning about the free patterns on Stony Creek's website that you only have to pay for shipping and handling for, and I never really explored it before, but I did this past week, and I went ahead and got the pattern of the month and the leaflet of the month that were both for free, besides just shipping, and really that's not much in comparison. So the first one is the July 2015 pattern of the month series. It's Jeepers Creepers. I think that's cute. It's part of a whole series, and I don't have the other 2 so far from May and June. I will probably go ahead and get the August one, but I mean, it shows on the back how you can do it in a group for all 4 patterns for this, but I do also like it just a little individual pattern. And then the free leaflet they had this time was Rest in Pieces, which is a cool little creepy Halloween piece. I'm not a huge Halloween stitcher. Well, let me take that back. To stitch for Halloween pieces, I really got to be in the mood for it. I have a lot of Halloween stuff in my stash between magazines and other leaflets like this, and I think they're great and adorable, and I love the Halloween pieces that everyone stitches. It's just got to be one of those things that I have to be in the mood to stitch Halloween, which is odd because I can stitch Christmas any time of the year. I've got a Valentine's project that I can stitch any time of the year. Other holidays don't seem to bother me the same way. Halloween, I just have to be in the mood for. Don't know why. But the other thing I got was the Just Cross Stitch Halloween issue. Yay! I had debated back and forth on if I was going to get it this year or not. again, because, you know, like I just said, Halloween I got to be in the mood for. But I loved the cover, Wizard Owl. I thought that was just adorable. And I had seen some of the other projects that were in here between other, and I'm looking for the ones that I like. The one that I wanted to show off is my favorite. I had seen the ones, or other people talk about the magazine. I had seen pictures of what was in the magazine from other people. And you know what? I may not stitch anything from this anytime soon, but I got it. And as the stash queen, you know, if you got it, that's one of the most important things. Okay, here's the one that I really, really liked. I liked pretty much every pattern in the magazine. There were very few that I didn't like, but this one I really liked. It's the Haunted Hillside Farm. I just thought that was so cool. I like the tree, and I like the whole perspective with the little trick-or-treaters and the buttons and all that fun sort of thing. That one is by Pam Lewis and Susan Rahm of Praiseworthy Stitches. I just thought that was absolutely adorable. There's another one in here I was gonna... Oh, this one. Well, I'll show it on this page. The Bibbidi Bobbidi Boo. I thought that was precious. I can totally see doing it on, not even just for Halloween, which obviously it works for, but Bibbidi Bobbidi Boo, Cinderella, princesses. I can totally see doing that on like a sparkly princessy blue fabric and decorating it like it was Cinderella, and I think that's an awesome little pattern. So yes, yay! So that was the haul that came in since Sunday, which 2 days, yay. So I'm going to show you guys, the first one I'm going to do today is my Whine and Whips piece for this past week, what I've been working on. And I have to say, Whine and Whips has been, I've said it before and I'm going to say it again, it's been a wonderful thing for me. All 3 pieces I have worked on so far, I dreaded for different reasons. This one I dreaded because of just the sheer size of it. I mean, to refresh your guys' memory, here is what the pattern looks like. It's the Skater's Village Tree Skirt from the Dimensions Gold collection. It's a beautiful pattern. It's a huge piece of fabric. Absolutely gargantuan. And you know, there were stitches on it I did this week that required the full 6, I mean, I didn't take any floss apart. It was just a full 6 strand of floss for some of the stitches this week because of how big this is. But I really enjoyed working on it this week. It was fun to be able to figure out, okay, where am I going to go next? What am I going to do? I felt like I made a lot of progress on it. Yes, the fabric is still huge. That hasn't changed at all, but it didn't intimidate me anymore nearly as much as it did when I started working on it this week. I'm trying to get this folded so it's easy for you guys to see what I did this week. And that just may not work. I just may have to do it this way. And it's not going to be long until this piece comes up again on my rotation. It's actually scheduled to come up on my rotation on Sunday. So I'll be doing another, you'll see this again on Sunday with my whips for the week update. But I was really happy with where I got to this week. Let's see, can I show it? Okay, yes, there we go. When I started this week, I had like the section right below the needle minder with the figure that had started there and some of the water or the pond. But I did, let's see, I did this snowman entirely. And yes, I'm back stitching as I go along with this. I learned that the hard way when I did my stockings. I left all the back stitching until the end. OMG. Never ever doing that again with something of this size. So I did the little snowman, and yes, more than once I kept singing, do you want to build a snowman? And up here, let's see if I can, it's a little bit unwieldy to show how to, but here in his broom, you know how I just said I had to use on some part of it 6 strands? I've got a hair of my own that's, when you've got long hair, it goes everywhere. Those pieces of the broom right there, those are half stitches with the full 6 strand of floss. But it looks great. And I was able to start making, and I got some more along the bottom done with the rocks and more of the snow, and I got the dog started and some section around him. And yes, I am doing the back stitching as I go along, but it has to be like this part of the pattern over here. There's nothing else around that part that I back stitched. I mean, there's more things around it, that doesn't just end it, but there was nothing, no other stitches around that section for me to complete. And that's my one rule about back stitching. And usually the reason why I leave it until the end, I don't like back stitching if there's still a stitch of some sort right next to where the back stitching is supposed to be. Like, I want to make sure all of the crosses, the full crosses, the half crosses, the whatever else crosswise has been completed in an area before I do any back stitching on it, so that the crosses I have to put later don't flatten the back stitching or screw up the back stitching or anything like that. So I was very, very happy. That's 7 hours more of this piece. I'll work on it again on Sunday when it comes up in the rotation for whips of the week. We'll see how far I get on that. But I've also decided that this is probably going to be, because of the success I've had, all of the stitch alongs that we do in Stitch Mania from now on, I'm going to formulate this same way. An hour a day on whatever the piece is that I'm focused on for that part of the stitch along, whether I do one piece in a month like I'm going to do in October, where Raven Queen will get an hour every day during that entire month after the first day, where all I will do is Raven Queen when I start her. Or if I do it like this month, where I had 4 weeks and picked 4 patterns and worked on the 4 patterns. But I'm going to take that pretty much the rest, every other stitch along that we do of this sort of capacity in Stitch Mania. So that piece will probably come up again for another 7-hour dedicated time frame in December, when we do our Winter Wonderland stitch along, which is anything holiday or winter related, because clearly that's not going to be done in time for this Christmas. I never thought it was going to be done in time for this Christmas, but that'll be a good piece that I can take out again for another 7 hours in December to focus on dedicated, plus whatever I do between now and then. So on to the Whine and Whip for this upcoming week / update on this Disney Dreams one. This piece is, I said at the beginning of Whine and Whips, I had a difficult time figuring out what was going to be my 4th Whine and Whip. This one doesn't really make me whine. I like it. It's fun. But I chose it because of the Disney Dreams stitch along, so I could kill 2 birds with 1 stone. But so this past week, I only did half an hour a day on it. So it's only 3.5 hours of progress on this since I showed this last week. But, you know, for 3.5 hours of progress, I have a lot more X's in this than I did before. All of that orangey color was pretty much added. All of this blue up here was pretty much added. Let me see if I can pull this a little bit better so I can show off and point a little bit more. I extended it over here. I mean, I had pretty much this little area down here done, a little bit up when I started this past week. So it's gotten a lot of done in 3.5 hours. So now I've got the rest of this week. I've got to focus on, or for this last Whine and Whip, I'm going to focus on this piece, and we'll see how far we can get in 7 hours. So really, that's all I've got today. It's a short update, just my standard Wednesday midweek update. Sunday, we will have my whips or my week in review, my whips for the week, which is going to be a little bit different this Sunday. I'm also going to have any haul that comes in. You never know, it'll come in between now and then. And I will do my Mirabilia / Nora Corbett pattern stash for showing off. And I'll give you a little bit of preview of what's going to be different here in the next couple of weeks. I am not going to have access to a computer a week from today to the Wednesday after. And of course, I don't have a calendar right in front of me to tell you what those dates are. So my plan is on Sunday, I'm going to do a mini whips for the week and do Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. And then Tuesday, after I do my hour on Little Mermaid and focus on whatever my Tuesday piece is going to be that week, excuse me, I'm going to do an update on Tuesday to show the end of Whine and Whips and to give you a preview of August ABCs, which starts August 1st. It's a Stitch Along for Stitch Mania for August. I'll give you all of the whips that I plan on working on from Wednesday to Wednesday. And we'll see what else I've got going on Tuesday to show you guys. But then it'll be over a week before I'll be able to do another video, just because I'm not going to be able to have access to videos or doing this for that time period. Nothing bad, good stuff, family time, just won't have access to be able to do the videos. So that's what's coming up in the next couple weeks, or a couple of videos, I should say. I hope everyone is having a good rest of their day today, a good rest of their stitchy week. I've got a lot of, I love all of you Flosstubers. You're fantastic. I keep getting new subscribers every day, and I keep subscribing to new people every day. And every day, as soon as I think I'm caught up, there's another ton of videos to go and catch up on. I'm slowly trying to catch up on all of the videos, but you guys are so awesome and make so many, it's sometimes hard to keep up. But it's wonderful, and I love this community. I've said it before, I'll say it again. The only thing that I will also say is, as few other people have mentioned, the negativity that seems to creep in every so often. And it's not something that I'm a fan of, and I'm starting to see it a little bit more. It's touching friends that I care about and people that I know, and it's not cool. So all I'm going to say, because the negativity seems to stem from issues in relation to copyright, there are obvious violations of copyright when you share a pattern that you're not supposed to share, whether on Pinterest or on a blog or on a website or something else like that. That's wrong. We all know it's wrong. And I don't condone it, and I don't support anyone who does condone it, and that's just not cool. But unless you are a copyright attorney or have done extensive research about copyright litigation, anything else beyond the obvious, make sure you have your ducks in a row before you start speaking and making accusations. Because it's not cool when people who are doing things the right way start getting accused publicly of misconduct. And that's dangerous, and that's just not cool. So that's my one little spiel about one little rant about the negativity. Hopefully I won't ever have to say it again, because I don't like talking about it. And I probably, after I get back from my time away for family stuff, I think I'm going to take a page out of Jessie Marie's book and start highlighting other stitchers that are out there on Flosstube that I enjoy watching, because I think the best thing that we can do in this community is promote each other instead of taking each other down. I just don't think that's cool. But I appreciate everyone here who has taken the time to give comments, complimenting everything from my son's really curly red hair to my organization. I appreciate questions. I appreciate feedback. You all are wonderful, and you all are why I continue to do this, because I'm just having so much fun with it. Anyway, enough of that ramble. I hope you all have a wonderful day, a wonderful stitchy week, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!